Today we're here to celebrate the life of James Leroy Dunn Jr., but to us, he's Daddy. What do we say about the greatest man we've ever known? Well, our daddy was the only boy out of 7 children. He was born on September 23rd, 1944, to Ellen and James Dunn. Anyone who knew him knew the Lord gifted him with a spirited personality. He was always getting into some type of mischief, from shooting china berries from a slingshot at his sisters from the top of a tree, to fighting and throwing rocks. But on the other hand, you better believe he was the first to protect them from anyone else, and he loved all of them immensely. Daddy was always a hard worker. Beginning at age 13, he was working at Jess Allen's gas station. His dad taught him responsibility by having him pay his mama a little money each week to keep his clothes washed and to cook for him. As he grew older, one little girl caught his attention there in the sandbeds of Empire. He and our mama, Linda Gale Dixon, grew up as neighbors, and it seems they were in love for as long as they'd known each other. Daddy would tease at mama and drive by her in his car and say, "Why don't you call me when your daddy says you're old enough to date?" and speed off. He would often pay his sister Joyce 25 cents to carry love letters to Mama onto the school bus. And later, when he went to the National Guard, he'd write Mama letters and always sign them, "Love is eternal, love conquers all." He continued to write that phrase in every card he gave Mama for the rest of his life. They were married July 3rd, 1964, stayed at Jump's Motel in Eastland. Obviously, they didn't make it far before they stopped to begin honeymooning. And 3 days after they checked out, Jump's Motel burned to the ground. Daddy always joked that he and Mama left a few embers burning there and set the place on fire.
In time, they had 4 daughters that he loved immensely. Rhonda is in heaven with Daddy now. Growing up, Daddy made sure we had everything we needed. We were never rich, but he and Mama took care of all of our needs and even helped out a lot of other people. He was so smart about business and money and repairing anything around the house. He was always very capable. We remember those huge car manuals he used to keep all of our cars going before everything went electronic. We spent hours answering any questions we had, so you better not ask unless you plan to spend a lot of time listening. Nighttime meant Daddy would break out the albums, maybe Bob Dylan, CCR, Willie Nelson, or Hank Jr. He'd keep us up sometimes half the night playing his music loud. I can remember asking Daddy to please turn the music down. I have a test tomorrow. He was very strict, but with a loving hand. He demanded respect from all of us, and we learned quickly about the respect of other people too. Children were expected to be well behaved in his book, but loved on us all the same. When we got married, he inherited the sons he never had. Now he has 2 wonderful son-in-laws who would do anything in the world for Daddy, and he with them also. He loved Barry and Greg like his own. He watched both of them grow up as teenagers. He and Mama had 5 grands and 5 great-grands, and he cherished each of them because he cherished each of us. His family was absolutely everything to him and Mama, of course. He taught us to be close. He loved gathering for parties on Christmas Eve where everyone would come. I can remember as a single parent and struggling to pay for Christmas for the kids, Daddy making sure that Mama gave me money to buy them a good Christmas. He always loved seeing the excitement of the faces of all his grandkids on Christmas morning after Santa came. As the grandkids grew, he attended ball games and kept them overnight or for the whole weekend sometimes. They loved watching all their babies. Sundays meant everybody went to Mama's for lunch. Here we gathered sharing whatever events happened at work or with our kids that week. We always shared and were taught to be close to each other. Daddy wanted his family close more than anything.
Daddy used to tell me, never marry a man who doesn't respect his mother. because he will never respect you. He adored his mama and our mama and all of us. His sisters and his sisters-in-laws had a special place in his heart. Mama's sisters were like his own, and Robin was almost like another daughter. He loved to tease Robin, asking, "What day is it in Hazelhurst?" indicating they were way behind in the times. As dementia began to steal his thoughts, Mama became his caregiver and kept him at home. She would always tell him, "As long as there's breath in my body, you're going to be with me. And wherever I am, that's where your home is." We watched Mama sacrifice daily in such a selfless, caring way for Daddy. She taught us what in sickness and in health and in death do you part really mean. We can't thank you enough, Mama. Because of you, Daddy was able to die peacefully at home in his sleep, surrounded by all his family. We'd like to share a few of our favorite verses. Psalm 139, 14 through 16. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me are written in your book before the day I became to be. Psalm 116, 15. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. John 14, 2 through 3. In my Father's house there are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go now to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there you may also be. Matthew 5, 4. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. To everyone here today, thank you for coming to Daddy's final earthly goodbye. He loved each one of you until his last breath. As his dementia worsened, he often longed to be home, never feeling settled. He's finally home now. No more suffering. It's time for you to rest now, Daddy, and be with Rhonda and all your loved ones in heaven until we meet again. We'll take good care of Mama until you reach out your hand for her at the Jordan River. We promise to honor the legacy that you've instilled in our family. We hope we shall make you proud. We will always love and miss you, but we know you're in a better place now. Until we meet again, Daddy, may you stay forever young.